good job there's no calories in medication, I'd be the size of a house.
There's a whole armoury of medications that have been designed to tackle the symptoms of COPD. A bewildering array of inhalers, tablets and sometimes oxygen. Inhalers first. Relievers. These are usually blue. You use them before you do something that's likely to make you breathless, like going upstairs, or if you are breathless or wheezy.
I've learned to take the medication regularly every morning, and as when required. The blue inhaler, which is Ventolin, you've got to take that every morning, and then if you go short of breath, you can take 1 or 2 puffs in the day.
If you're using the reliever inhalers and you're still breathless, your doc might offer you one of these, a combination inhaler. It's just that, a combination of the long-acting reliever and a steroid to reduce inflammation in your lungs. It's either twice a day or once a day, depending on which one you're given, but you have to use it regularly, ideally at the same time of day, no matter how you're feeling, for it to work properly.
With COPD, one thing you learn very quickly is if you do miss your meds, whether you feel good or not, you will feel it either later that day or the next day, and you will slump quite quickly.
Some people like to stick a label on them, reliever or combination, to make sure they remember which to use when. Putting your inhalers by your toothbrush is a great way of remembering to use them. I always think it's better to take them before you brush your teeth. If you're having a flare-up and finding it really hard to breathe, or you're coughing a lot, then you might be prescribed a steroid tablet, usually for 2 weeks. It will reduce inflammation and swelling in your airways.
They're very good, the steroids.
Some people like to keep a standby course at home in case they have a flare-up on a weekend, or at a time when it's hard to get a prescription, so ask your doctor or COPD nurse about this.
I keep a couple of exacerbation kits which comprise of doxycycline, a 2-week course, and prednisolone.
And there's this tablet. It helps the muscles in your lungs relax and open up, and may also make the diaphragm muscles here stronger, and that should help with your breathing. This one's slightly more complicated because we do need to do regular blood tests to check that you've got the right dose. There can be side effects, hence the care we take with it. But if you find it helps, then don't be frightened to keep it in your armoury. Some people find that these tablets thin the mucus and phlegm in the back of the throat, so it's easier to cough up. Worth a try to see whether it works for you. They don't work for everyone, so remember, if they're not working after a month, then stop taking them. If you have a chest infection, then you need to work out if it's viral or bacterial. If you're coughing up green or brown mucus and you feel lousy, it's likely to be bacterial, and antibiotics will help.
If you go to your doctor, you'll get a sputum sample, a pot, get sputum in it, and then take it back to the doctor so he can actually test what infection you've got. Because if you're given the antibiotics, it might not be the right antibiotic, and it's not going to help you get better at all.
Getting to know your local pharmacist is a great idea for help in managing your COPD.
1 to 3 times a day?
Yeah.
1 to 3 times a day. Oh, brilliant, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
They can be a real support to you to work out what to take and when. And check that you're using your inhaler properly. Let me remind you how best to use one of these standard inhalers. Take off the cap, give it a good shake, and then breathe out slowly. Then press it down while taking a deep breath. Then you should hold it for 10 seconds or as long as feels comfortable. And finally, in our box of tricks, we have oxygen. Not everyone who's breathless needs oxygen, and not everyone who needs oxygen feels breathless. That means you are not necessarily the best person to decide whether you need it or not. It can be prescribed as a long-term treatment for people with low levels, and sometimes it's prescribed for short periods. Ask your doctor or consultant to refer you to an oxygen nurse. They take the oxygen and carbon dioxide levels in your blood and then check to see if you respond to oxygen therapy. If you've been getting the same prescription at the same pharmacy for 3 months, you can ask your pharmacist to look at your prescription and have a chat to you about how you're getting on. This is a free service from the NHS, so make use of it. Good luck.